Hey guys, what's up? So we're doing Black Ops 2 reveal trailer analysis, and I'll go over all the things in the trailer that we've seen so far, and some developer, like what they said in their interviews, and I'll put that into the trailer, kind of plugging it all in together, not just talking about the trailer, but what we have already found out. So let's start off with saying Frank Woods retired, or Sergeant Frank Woods is the person we're about to see. And if you do not know who Frank Woods is, he is one of the people or main characters who played in Black Ops 1. And we thought he died in an explosion, but obviously that is not true, as we're about to see him in 2025. So this game is obviously futuristic, takes place in 2025, the year 2025. So yeah, so our suspicions were right. It is in the future, which is not a bad thing. But some people might think it's a bad thing, but it is not. So change is good. So let's get going. Okay, so the first thing you see, this is obviously a person. I'm going to tell you this is obviously Frank Woods. But you can see he has an air canister next to him, so he's obviously old and dying, or, you know, old. You die when you get old. But, I mean, so...
Aside from the fact that I'm still alive, none of this surprises me.
So yeah, this is Frank Woods. He's pretty old now. He's still a cool guy. He's still awesome, like he was in Black Ops. Oh, okay, maybe he's not as awesome, but so you yeah, I don't think you're in play as him. I don't think so. Maybe have like super gigantic steroids back in the future. But I mean, okay, whatever. Triarch, not made by Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer. Triarch, if you did not know that, I'm just gonna say that because someone's always like, "Who's made it? Did Infinity Ward make it?" No, Triarch made it. Okay, so here's the first piece of tech that we see. You can see that the plane is getting hovered. It's not having to move to stay afloat. It's just has these two propellers in the center of each wing that's keeping it afloat. So this is obviously futuristic technology that we do not have yet, but we are probably going to have in the next 10 to 15 years to make planes be able to hover like what they're doing right now.
Technology is strong.
Okay, the first... Whoops, I missed it. Okay, first thing, piece of tech that we're really excited about. I say we as like the whole COD community, I guess. But Charlene, this young, beautiful robot that we find out about Charlene before the Call of Duty Black Ops trailer was revealed, because FPS Russia uploaded a video. If you don't know who FPS Russia is, he's a YouTuber that uploads like gun videos. Yeah, I lost my voice. Uploads gun videos, and so he uploaded a video. We obviously knew it was fake. It was impossible to have that kind of tech right now. We obviously knew it was fake, and then Activision linked their page, like on their website, they had a link to his video. So we obviously knew it had something to do with one of their games, and we all thought and knew it was pretty much Call of Duty. So it was Call of Duty, so yeah, FPS Russia helped them what's it called? Advertise Charlene. So Charlene is obviously going to be used in the campaign and hopefully the multiplayer. We don't know; it's not a confirmed multiplayer, but I mean, it's probably going to be a kill streak of some sort. And yeah, so you'll be seeing a lot of these bad boys in the campaign. Charlene's a girl's name, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know, whatever. So yeah, well, this is just one of the robotic things that we have so far. So another thing is this big gigantic tank thing. That looks awesome. So it's a robot that you'll be able to see a little bit better in later. But it has all fours. It's a big gigantic tank that you will be able to shoot things, and you'll be able to control these in the campaign, which is awesome. And I don't know about the multiplayer. I don't know if these would be in the multiplayer. I doubt it, actually, because it's like a little bit too big and powerful. But you know, surprise me. Okay, so here's an interesting scene. As you can see, there's a missile getting launched. And if you can see on the missile, there's a red star. And this is the Chinese red star, or just Chinese star. And this means that China is obviously involved in this for whatever reason. They could be our enemy, or they could be our friends, I don't know. But as you can see in the right-hand corner, there's one of our drones. Or their drones. And they kind of hinted that they took over our drones, or the enemy took over our drones, but we don't know if that's China yet. They could be our friends, so we don't know. Don't make assumptions.
But we got weaker.
Okay, you can see here, there's lots of drones. They're fighting together. There's not going to be just like one. Every squad has one. There's going to be like lots and hundreds of the drones everywhere. So that should be pretty interesting to see how they how we get to destroy them or something. They're probably EMP grenades or stuff that you'll be able to destroy, wipe them out. You'll probably have some on your side and some on their side. But what they said later in the trailer hints that you probably will not be the more advanced army, but the enemy would be the more advanced and have the upper hand in this war. So let's continue. Okay, sorry, I lose my throat. This is my third time recording this. So you see here, this is a first-person view of we think Charlene, as you can see in the propeller up in the on top of the screen. But this is Charlene's point of view, how you're going to be controlling it and how it's going to look. So yeah, this is how it's going to be playing out. And in the left-hand corner, you can see tap LB to squad follow and hold LB to all follow. So squads might be implemented in the campaign. And so you'll be able to control your squad, tell them where to go, and tell them to follow you and stuff. That's very interesting, and hopefully it is implemented well and be able to have a more strategy approach to the campaign more than the previous games, and more like you have to really focus on the campaign more than just run and shoot. I would love that. Okay, as you can see, there's like an iPod figure on his arm, which is not that advanced from our technology right now, because we have iPods that can be dropped anywhere, but this guy's wearing it as a watch. It's the only difference. So yeah, obviously you'll be able to have probably Intel or something on that. Probably, maybe it might not even be implemented into the campaign, but you know.
We build computers.
Okay, here's something interesting. You can see through the person's body and see where he has arm. Like you can see his shape, and you can see the gun. So I don't know if I'm totally crazy about this being added to multiplayer, because that could be kind of cheap, seeing through walls or something and see where they are. That could really help campers a lot. But single player is obviously fine. But if they're going to add that to multiplayer, there needs to be some kind of handicap to make it not too powerful or not too useful. Okay. So not so crazy about being added to multiplayer, but it might be added like an attachment or something. But yeah. Okay, as you can see the bigger tank. You can see the bigger picture, and there's another drone, like you can see in like this drone was in Homefront, and it was in Modern Warfare 3. So you probably see more of those. And the bigger tank that we saw earlier on, it's like setting on all fours, and probably be able to control those babies in single player.
Bats. Unmanned armies, and no one ever asks. What happens when the enemy steals the keys?
Okay, that is a big line. What happens when the enemy steals keys or takes over all the robots that we have depended on to defend our country? So that's why we hint that the enemy has more technology and our stuff. So this might be more of a home front kind of style, where your country is, or the America is not as equipped as the enemy. Probably not as much as Homefront, but I mean to a certain degree that they have the upper hand, and America does not have as much tech as the other because they stole it all. So yeah, that's interesting. I would rather that be they have the upper hand than we have the upper hand in the game, because they're more fun and more challenging. And hopefully they make a good storyline and make it a good outcome. Okay, right-hand corner, you can see it says Los Angeles, so this war will be taking probably partially, and I mean obviously in Los Angeles, but probably not the whole war. I mean, there's probably some, and you can see there's a whole swarm of drones and planes and stuff. So there's going to be a lot of robotics in this war. It's not going to be probably not as many humans. There's probably a lot of drones and planes and things destroying everything. So it's going to be like probably World War III maybe, or maybe, I don't know. Okay, so continue. Okay, now this part where people got confused of the trailer being like, what? This is not the future. Okay, so, you can see this guy. He is looking pretty badass right now, and we are suspecting he is the bad guy, I guess. And as you can see, the soldiers don't look that high-tech at all, and we're thinking this is... Okay, well, we're not thinking anymore. The developers confirmed this. This is back in the 80s, not in the 2025. This is in the 80s, 1980s. And what Treyarch is trying to do is build up the character of the bad guy. I'm gonna call him the bad guy. They're trying to build him up and like make him seem as bad as possible, so you want to kill him really bad. But they're trying to build the storyline off, like build his storyline. So you're facing him in 2025, and they're gonna bring you back in the past to show you what he did and how he became so powerful and everything. So this is the 1980s. Which is pretty interesting, like they did in, I guess, Black Ops, where they made you go back to World War II, or no, after World War II. But in that time period, you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. And you can see they're all wearing turbans. I just get that. Here's another first-person look of what you might be flying a jet, and, like, how it would look and stuff, and so...
A safer term against this.
Look at the gun. It looks pretty detailed. Looks not like garbage, but I'm not saying Black Ops look like garbage. I'm just saying it looks not like garbage. And it doesn't look... This is what I like. They didn't make it so futuristic that they're shooting out lasers and stuff. It's just regular guns. It's not futuristic like Halo and you shooting and you can jump super high and all the guns look retarded. Not retarded, I mean like super futuristic. So that's what I like. The guns aren't like that. They look pretty modern to like that gun. It looks actually like... Yeah, it looks pretty modern. So...
You figured it out. They'll always need men like us. Those who are willing to do what others cannot.
Okay, right here you can see that this is obviously another, like, Predator drone, I guess. That you can shoot bullets and missiles and stuff to attack. And, yeah, hopefully that'll be implemented in multiplayer as well. Okay, some of that is more in 1980s. Now this, everyone's like, what the why are they riding horses? This is the future. You're supposed to have, like, floating bikes and stuff. But this is probably, most likely, in the 1980s, where they're riding horses in Afghanistan. Because I'm getting this information from IGN. IGN said that helicopter was used in Afghanistan, and our troops had to figure out how to take it down, or something like that. I'm probably getting that wrong. So yeah, this is in the 1980s, not in the future. So you're not riding horses in the future. We have cars. So. Okay, so the future is black, meaning it's dark, not the color of your skin. So people get that through your brain. Future's black, meaning it's dark and depressing, and, you know, that's kind of racist, I guess, but whatever. So that's the trailer. I've gone over everything in the trailer, but I'm going to go over some of the things that the interview had to, what he said in the interview. First thing is, let me think, we're going to go in order. Okay, so one of the things that I'm really, really excited about and pumped for in the single player campaign, is that you will have choices, and what you do in the campaign will affect the overall outcome. So you and your friend will probably not have the same overall outcome in the end of the story, which is super awesome. It's like Mass Effect, except it's not as long, but I guess. But you get to select, like, if you want to snipe in a level, you can snipe, or you can go on the ground and have a machine gun and go shoot on the ground. That's one of the choices you can make. You can choose where to get dropped in the war zone. Like, you can choose different areas or different key points on where to get dropped. So that's another choice you can make. Not really a choice, but I mean, this is another thing that you can make. If you fail a mission it does not bring you back to the beginning of the mission to replay it. It makes it, if you fail a mission, that will affect the overall outcome. So let's say you fail a mission where you're supposed to snipe someone and you didn't kill him, then that guy might come back and later in the game and do something bad. So obviously you don't want to fail. So failure is obviously bigger now, and you should not fail. This is also awesome because you can play the campaign more than once, like maybe 3 to 4 times, and to get a different outcome most all the times, and that'll make the campaign a lot more enjoyable. You want to play it many more times, and pretty awesome. Another thing that they said was you'll be able to like change your soldier, like who you want to be as, or like in the drone, so you can get out of your stop being a soldier on the ground and just go into a drone on certain missions and like control the drone, which is hopefully they make that good. I can see it being good, but it has to be done right. So that's pretty much all the single player things. We haven't heard much on multiplayer, but zombies has been confirmed. They have said we're doing zombies, but I don't know why they wouldn't do zombies. I mean, zombies was pretty awesome. They're going to do zombies again. They said they're going to do it bigger and better than ever. They said they might have, like, I heard this from White Boy, 7th Street, that they might do, or it's a good idea. I don't know if he said it was confirmed or what, but if they had, like, game modes in zombies, like tag or whatever. So, yeah, the zombies are confirmed. Hope you guys will enjoy that. Hopefully they'll make it bigger and better. Multiplayer, we hadn't heard much about it. When the trailer released for multiplayer trailer and zombies trailer, we'll have more on that, and I'll do another analysis. So you guys, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a like and a favorite, and subscribe top if you have not become an FG. And thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.